Yeon-myeong confirms it from Fatty if the crippled lizard actually used the martial arts of the Orthodox faction. Fatty puts his head down and tells our Chad that he adapted the martial art to his preference. Although the energy he gathered was different, the technique was undoubtedly the essence of the demonic sword art. What's surprising is that the power of the copied technique surpassed the original demonic sword technique. If Old Man didn't use the last bit of his internal energy to block the attack, they would be dead by now. Yeon-myeong is actually impressed because Sabek was definitely in the fire realm, so to comprehend his martial arts in just one duel is impressive. While thinking to himself, Fatty intervenes and tells Yeon-myeong that they have come to the Tang clan for one purpose. So he requests them to cooperate with them in the great martial arts competition of their sect. The Heavenly Demon Cult is a religious and militant group located in Xinjiang. They were once so strong that they could rival all the 9 great sects and other martial faction. After numerous fights in martial arts world, the Orthodox faction is still not confident enough to confront them. The main reason behind it is because the entire faction moves at the command of one person, the sect leader. However, the situation took a change when the sect leader's son, the creepy pervert, emerged with innate martial talent and gained his own personal followers. Because there might be an unintended factional split, the pervert left the clan and led his followers with him, founding the Heaven's Brilliance Demon Cult. This is the reason that has weakened the elite ranks of the sect, making this the last opportunity to eradicate them, but they are worried about the Black Death Alliance to their south. So if they move to the north while their elites are out to take care of Heavenly Demon Cult, they will suffer great losses. The martial power that our Chad displayed earlier was so strong that he could prevent the Black Death Alliance from moving north. So it's his humble request that while the Tang family stops the Black Death Alliance while they eradicate the Heavenly Demon Divine Cult. But what he hears shock him because our Chad isn't some loser, so, with a poker face, he tells Fatty no. Fatty tells Sabek that their request was rejected. Yeon-myeong told him that he cannot this himself, so he will consult this with the family head in return. Fatty tells Old Hag what to do if they can't persuade them. Sabek tells them to wait for the time being. Fatty tells him that this is not the only problem, but the state of the Tang clan is quite different from what they expected. While they traveled here, they observed that building of the Tang family expanded, their martial prowess has increased greatly. Even the overall atmosphere among the clan members were great, which is completely opposite to the rumors that they were ruined by the mega pervert emotionless loser. Sabek gets into character and tells Fatty that he noticed it, and figures out that there must be a driving force that revived the clan. So by any means necessary they must bring the Tang clan to their side. While discussing all this, Yuri and her father are here, these two over-smart delusional martial artist. He introduces himself as the head of general affairs of the Tang clan. By the orders of the family head, he is here to bring them. After they reach the main house, both of them are shocked as mommy leader introduces herself and asks them if they came here to request cooperation against the Heavenly Demon Cult. She tells them that currently she is the acting family head of the Tang clan. What surprised these two is that she is in the fire realm, which is probably why the Tang clan regained their strength. Although they cannot detect Yeon-myeong powers, but the acting head, our mommy queen, is undoubtedly in the fire realm. Fatty thinks he is the only smart one, telling our mommy that their sect is in urgent need of support, and since they are eradicating evil sects, isn't it right to help in the name of justice? So he requests her to reconsider, but our mommy doesn't respond. She asks Yeon-myeong that he refused them earlier and if he still thinks the same. Yeon-myeong's answers is still a no, shocking the two brain-dead retards, as Fatty asks him what his reason behind the rejection. Trying to convince our Chad that if they don't stop the evil sects, the martial world might fall in chaos. Yeon-myeong with a stern face tell these two monkeys that it's understandable that the Heavenly Demon Cult is dangerous, but the Black Death Alliance and the evil faction are separate issues. According to what Yeon-myeong learned from his investigation, the Black Death Alliance does not harass the common people, although they don't collect protection fees. In return they even eliminate the bandits, making them more like the Orthodox factions. So in such circumstances they have no justification to attack them first, shocking Fatty, but the old man remained calm. Our Chad gets pissed as he asks them what they mean by acting in the name of justice. When the Black Death Alliance and the pervert and his cult invaded the Tang clan. Since no one from the Orthodox faction came to help, literal hypocrites. Our Chad tells him that prioritizing the safety of their own sect is normal, so he can't blame them. But what they are doing is trying to seek help under the guise of eradicating the evil sects. Look at that lump of fat, it's about to leak himself. Fatty clenches his fist since he cannot lift his head because what our Chad is telling aren't wrong. They preach righteousness but only act when their own sects are threatened. The dumbfounded old man apologizes to Yeon-myeong for not considering the Tang clan's position. Fatty is shocked that usually in this case old man would be angry. Well, if he really got angry he would have to carry his body. He tells Yeon-myeong that he was short-sighted and it's natural to refuse when all they do is talk about their own benefits in the name of righteousness. He changes his term, telling our Chad that they are willing to pay a fair price, so now it's not a favor but a cooperation. Since this is the case, Yeon-myeong can't refuse them anymore. Hearing this, Fatty instantly tells them how they should discuss the forces they can deploy. But he gets stopped by our Chad as he transforms into a monster, telling them how much they are willing to pay. Look at him, guys. After they left the building done with their discussion, Fatty lost some weight because they will have to pay several years worth of sect maintenance. Old man thinks that if it can save their sect this is a small price to pay. He tells Fatty that he must be confident to offer such an amount, which Fatty agrees because their martial powers are impressive. Because they are close to the crippled lizard. As for Yeon-myeong, his power are hard to guess, which the Fatty can't believe because those at the fire realm can sense it. Since Yeon-myeong can do it, he is surely the strongest person he has come across. As our Chad overhears all this, getting impressed because the old man realized that he is hiding his powers. Mommy tells Yeon-myeong that it is not entirely about collecting money and there must be a reason why our Chad agreed to this. Yeon-myeong tells her that the Black Death Alliance good deeds to the Taoist, but he cannot trust them. Mommy tells Yeon-myeong that orders has been maintained in Sichuan after all the major sects fell. Yeon-myeong tells her that it's all because of that crippled lizard. The only reason they classified as an evil faction is because they didn't join the orthodox faction. They're more like bandits because they ignore righteousness and only pursue their personal gains. The current order in Sichuan is temporarily maintained by crippled lizard. If things go slightly wrong in their rule, they push out their business competitors and plant spies to invade or bring down other clans. So although their nature didn't change, the current order is only maintained by lizard. If he were to disappear one day, the evil faction under his would go crazy. Mommy finally understood his point, so she asks him what his current plan is. Hearing this, Yeon-myeong smiles and tells her that it's simple, so all they need to do is prevent them from going north. Mommy is not sure if they are strong enough to block the Death Alliance since she is not aware of Yeon-myeong's current strength. Our Chad with a straight face tells her that since they cannot block them directly, he will block them internally. Hearing this, Mommy cannot believe that he is gonna infiltrate the main base. My mommy, never mind, she is nervous how he will sneak in. Yeon-myeong tells her that recently they sent an invitation themselves. Hearing this, Mommy gets confused. Unlike the previous competitions, the gathering is now a tournament where the young master of the evil factions face each other. Yeon-myeong will attend the gathering and confirm their true nature, and if they don't eradicate their evil nature he will kill every one of them. In some other place inside a carriage, a man is telling someone that when they reach the Tang clan, the person should not do anything to offend the family head. It's that skinny Barbie. This time he bought her niece, and if what he said about Yeon-myeong is right, while his hand keeps shaking, she will do anything to win him over. Well, she is cute and an actual Barbie. She is the young lady Yeon-myeong. This is it for today. Early access will be given to members, and make sure to like and subscribe.